Somewhere beyond the reach of time, a little black cat travels every night. Her name is Tokiko, and she rides a silent train that drifts through dreamlike landscapes, where the stars fall slowly and the moon hums old lullabies. The cabin sways gently. The window glows with soft reflections. Outside, an ocean of mist rolls over the hills, glittering like powdered stardust. Tokiko sits by the window, her tail curled neatly around her paws, eyes wide and calm, as if she's watching not the world, but memories. Each night, the train stops only once. No one knows where. Not even Tokiko. She does not ask questions. She only listens to the rhythm of the wheels and follows where the night leads her. Tonight, a cool breeze passes through the open window, bringing with it the scent of flowers. Not just any flowers, but those that bloom only under moonlight. Their glow barely visible, yet unmistakably blue. The train slows. Tokiko's ears twitch. Outside the glass, the world begins to shimmer. Not with light, but with silence. The engine breathes a long sigh, and the train stops beside an old wooden platform, half hidden beneath curling vines and white petals. Tokiko stands. She stretches slowly, then hops down from her seat with quiet grace. She doesn't look back. She never does. With a single leap, she descends onto the platform, and the world behind her fades. The train will wait. The platform is quiet, wooden planks creaking softly under Tokiko's paws. She walks slowly, her black fur catching the glow of the moonlight, as if she were stitched from midnight itself. Ahead, a narrow path winds into the valley, lined with soft blue blossoms. They sway gently, though no wind stirs. Each petal seems to hold its own little breath. Tokiko follows the trail, and the world around her hushes. No sound but the soft rustling of leaves, and the distant whisper of something forgotten. Above her, the sky is wide and silver, with clouds like scattered veils drifting in silence. The valley opens like a dream, hills bathed in mist, flowers blooming in every hollow, each one glowing with a faint, cool light. Tiny lights flicker above the field, not fireflies, but something slower, softer, as if the air itself were remembering a song. Tokiko stops. She tilts her head, and the lights begin to move. They form a gentle stream above the flowers, flowing forward like a river made of lanterns. Without hesitation, Tokiko follows. Her steps are silent, but the earth beneath her seems to hum in response, as if it knows her, as if it has been waiting. The path grows narrower, and the flowers taller, some brushing against her whiskers, others glowing so brightly she can see her own reflection in the petals. And then she hears it. A bell. Far away, distant, but clear and delicate, ringing once, then again, calling softly from deeper in the valley. Tokiko pauses, ears turned toward the sound of the bell. It rings again, soft and silvery, like something made of glass and wind. She moves forward, quiet as moonlight on water. The trail dips into a small hollow, where the flowers grow even more densely, taller now, like curtains of blue stars. And there, nestled in the heart of the valley, is a strange little garden, not wild, but tended. There is order in the way the flowers stand, paths between them made of smooth stone, and in the center, a bell, suspended from an arch of white branches. It sways gently in the night air, though no one is near. Tokiko approaches, her steps slow and respectful. The glow from the bell is faint, but warm, a memory more than a light. As she draws near, the bell chimes once more, and something begins to change. The petals of the flowers rustle softly, then lift, as if stirred by a breath from beneath the earth. One by one, the blossoms open wider, and from within them rise tiny figures. Not people, not animals, but little shapes of light and shadow. Spirits of the valley. They float up, blinking softly, each carrying a sliver of moonlight in their hands. Tokiko sits. Her eyes follow them, calm and wide. The spirits drift around the garden, whirling gently in slow, glowing circles. And the bell rings again, this time deeper, as if welcoming her. Then, one of the spirits turns. It does not speak. None of them do. But it floats close to Tokiko, and with a tiny, glowing hand, it touches her forehead. She does not flinch. She only closes her eyes. And in that moment, the entire valley seems to inhale. The valley holds its breath. And then, a soft pulse of light spreads from the garden, like ripples in a silver pond. Tokiko opens her eyes. But the garden is no longer there. She now stands in a vast, open space, endless and blue, as if she were floating inside a memory. The stars above are closer here, and the ground beneath her paws is made of soft, glowing petals that whisper with each step. In the air, faint images begin to shimmer. A train car lit by warm lamplight, a child sleeping against the window, a little stuffed cat tucked beside her. The image fades. Another appears. A quiet forest path, a paper lantern swinging gently in the wind, and a tiny silhouette walking alone beneath falling blossoms. More memories bloom around her. Not hers, but someone's. Many someone's. The valley is remembering. Each memory drifts by, like a slow-moving cloud, and Tokiko watches without blinking. There is no fear, only stillness. And then, a soft voice, not from the outside, but from somewhere deep within. It says nothing clear, only a feeling, a thread of comfort, a whisper that says, *, you are where you need to be. *. The blue light begins to swirl, pulling inward now, gathering around Tokiko's paws. The petals beneath her dissolve into air, and she finds herself once again in the garden of the valley. The bell chimes once more, and the spirits, they are gone. Only the flowers remain, open, glowing, silent. Tokiko looks up. The moon is brighter now, and a path of light stretches ahead, leading deeper still. The light ahead is different now, no longer pale and distant, but golden, like the warmth of a memory you thought you'd forgotten. Tokiko follows the path, her steps slower, as if the earth itself were growing heavier, not with weight, but with meaning. The flowers here are taller than her, their petals open wide, glowing not only with moonlight, but with something deeper, something alive. At the end of the path, the valley opens once more into a wide, circular field. In its center stands a small pool of still water, so clear it reflects not only the sky, but something beneath it, something ancient. Tokiko approaches. She gazes into the water, and there, in the reflection, not her own eyes, but another pair, familiar, soft, human. The reflection shifts, ripples moving like breath on glass, and suddenly, Tokiko sees herself, not as a cat, but as a shadow curled beside a sleeping child. She remembers nights long ago, when she was held close, her fur wet with tears, when her tiny paws rested beside sketchbooks, diaries, letters never sent. She was once a comfort, a secret, a listener to dreams, not a toy, not a pet, a guardian of silence. And now, in the stillness of the valley, those pieces return to her, not to change her, but to remind her who she has always been. A breeze moves across the water. The reflection fades. Tokiko blinks slowly. She sits at the edge of the pool and lets the silence hold her. The moon watches from above, and the flowers bow their heads. For a long while, nothing moves. Then, far in the distance, a sound, the soft chime of a train bell, calling her home. Tokiko rises from the edge of the pool, her reflection gone, but something soft resting in her memory now. She walks back toward the path, and the flowers lean gently as she passes, as if saying goodbye. But just before she leaves the circle of the field, she notices something on the ground. A single flower, different from the others. Its petals shimmer not with blue, but with silver and soft gold, like threads of dawn caught in moonlight. Tokiko approaches. The flower quivers, and then its center opens. Inside, a tiny seed, glowing faintly, pulsing with the same rhythm as her own breath. She does not question it. She reaches out with her paw, and the seed lifts into the air, floating just above her. It follows her as she walks, a quiet companion. The garden fades behind her. The bell no longer rings, but its echo stays with her, a memory folded in the corners of her heart. The spirits do not return. The valley grows still again. Only the soft rustle of petals remains, and the silver sky above. Tokiko climbs the gentle slope, retracing her steps through glowing flowers and quiet grass. The lights that once floated through the air have disappeared, or perhaps gone to sleep. And then she sees it. The station, waiting, the train, still as she left it. Lights warm and golden inside, like a memory of home. The door is open. She pauses at the top of the path, looking back one last time. The valley breathes, and for a moment, it feels alive. Not as a place, but as a being, a dream that dreamed her. Tokiko steps onto the platform. The seed floats gently beside her, and then, without sound, tucks itself beneath her scarf. She boards the train. Behind her, the valley sighs, and the door closes. The train hums softly beneath her paws, like a lullaby just beginning. Tokiko settles into her favorite seat, by the window. Outside, the moon drifts slowly over the valley, casting long silver shadows that stretch like ribbons across the grass. The engine gives a low, sleepy sigh, and the train begins to move, slowly at first, as if it, too, does not wish to leave. Tokiko watches. The valley grows smaller, then softer, then gone. Only the memory remains. Blue petals, a glowing bell, the light touch of a spirit's hand. She closes her eyes. The rhythm of the train rocks gently, like the sway of a cradle, floating through stars. And beneath her scarf, the tiny seed pulses faintly, warm against her chest. A promise, a whisper of something yet to bloom. She does not know where the train will stop next, or what kind of dream awaits her there. But it no longer matters, because the journey itself is part of the dream. Tokiko lets her head rest against the window. The sound of the tracks is soft now, like waves upon a distant shore. She sighs, and the train carries her into the night, deeper, quieter, homeward. The stars begin to fade, just a little. Soft traces of dawn gather on the horizon, not yet light, but the suggestion of it. Inside the train, all is quiet. The lamps glow dimly, casting golden halos over empty seats, folded maps, forgotten scarves. Tokiko sleeps, curled in a perfect circle on the velvet cushion. Her tail twitches once, then stills. Her breath is slow. Her dreams are deep. Outside the window, a field of blue flowers appears again, but only in reflection. Not real. Not quite. Just memory, lingering like fog on a mirror. The train continues on, its path winding through stars, and the silent spaces between them. It does not hurry, because some dreams are meant to last. Tokiko does not wake. She will, in time, at the next stop, or the next dream, or the next night, when someone whispers her name in sleep. But for now, she rests, carried gently through the night by the train that never asks where, only when. And in the quiet, where the sky meets the rails, the first light of morning waits patiently